Hello, my name is Treasure of, and I want to talk to you about something very close to my heart, the relationship between humans and dogs. We often say that dogs are man's best friends, and it's true. This bond is ancient, built on trust, loyalty, and mutual respect. However, just like with people, not every connection is instant or easy. Not all dog breeds are simple to handle, especially for someone who hasn't led a pack before. Many powerful, intelligent breeds end up in shelters because their owners were not prepared for the energy and commitment they require. It's a sad situation that we can prevent with knowledge and preparation. Understanding a dog is about more than just feeding it and taking it for walks. It's about understanding its history, its instincts, and its energy. Every breed was developed for a specific purpose, whether it was herding, guarding, or companionship. This history is in their DNA. It shapes their behavior, their needs, and how they see the world. Proper training is not about forcing a dog to obey, it's about communicating with them in a way they understand. It's about establishing calm, confident leadership. Without this, a dog can become anxious, frustrated, or even aggressive, not because it is bad, but because it is unbalanced. It's our responsibility to provide the structure they need to thrive. This is why I always say, before settling for a family dog, learn their characteristics so you can get one most suited for your needs. It's not about picking the cutest puppy or the dog you saw in a movie. It's about an honest assessment of your own lifestyle, your energy, and your ability to meet the dog's needs. Today we're going to explore some breeds that require a special kind of owner. One with experience, confidence, and a deep commitment to understanding the animal. This isn't to scare you away, but to empower you to make the best choice for both you and your future best friend. First, let's talk about the Rottweiler. When you see this dog, you see power, confidence, and a noble presence. They are incredibly loyal and form deep bonds with their families, making them amazing protectors. But this protective instinct is a powerful force. Without a calm, assertive leader, a Rottweiler can decide it needs to be the one in charge of security. This can lead to problems like guarding behavior or suspicion of strangers. They don't do this to be mean. They do it because their instincts tell them to protect the pack when the leader isn't doing the job. You must be the pack leader. Their strength is not just physical, it's mental. A Rottweiler needs a job to do and consistent rules to follow. Training isn't a one-time thing, it's a way of life. From the moment they enter your home as a puppy, you must establish boundaries and provide structure. Early and ongoing socialization is critical to teach them the difference between a real threat and a friendly visitor. An experienced handler who understands how to project calm, confident energy will find the Rottweiler to be one of the most rewarding companions. But for a novice, their power can be overwhelming and easily mismanaged, leading to an unbalanced dog. The German Shepherd is one of the most recognizable and intelligent breeds in the world. Their loyalty is legendary, and their ability to learn is second to none. This is why you see them working alongside police and military. They thrive on having a purpose and a strong bond with their handler. However, this same intelligence can be a challenge. A bored German Shepherd is a destructive German Shepherd. They need constant mental stimulation, puzzles, training exercises, and tasks to perform. If their mind isn't occupied, they will find their own, often undesirable ways to stay busy. This breed is also naturally protective and can be wary of strangers. If they are not socialized properly from a very young age, this wariness can turn into fear or aggression. They need to be exposed to many different people, places, and sounds in a calm and controlled way. This teaches them to look to you, their leader, for cues on how to react. A nervous or inconsistent owner will create a nervous and unpredictable dog. The German Shepherd needs a handler who is as dedicated and focused as they are, someone who can provide clear direction and a stable environment. Without that leadership, their brilliance can manifest as anxiety and reactivity. Now we look at the Siberian Husky, a breed of breathtaking beauty with eyes that seem to look right through you. These dogs were bred to run for miles in harsh, cold climates. That history is not just a fun fact, it is the key to understanding them. Their energy level is immense. A simple walk around the block is not enough for a husky. They need to run, and run a lot. If this deep-seated need isn't met, they will become frustrated. This frustration often comes out as destructive behavior like chewing through walls or in their famous escape artist talents. Beyond their energy, huskies are known for their independent and sometimes stubborn nature. They were bred to think for themselves while working in a team. This means they don't always live to please their owner in the same way other breeds might. They will often weigh your command against what they think is more interesting at the moment. This is not defiance for the sake of it, it's their nature. A first-time owner can find this incredibly frustrating. It requires a great deal of patience, a fantastic sense of humor, and an unshakable, consistent leadership style to earn a husky's respect and cooperation. So, similar to the husky, the Alaskan Malamute is a powerful northern breed, but think of them as the freight hauler to the husky's long-distance runner. They were bred for strength and endurance, not speed. And honestly, this strength is something you must respect from day one. An adult Malamute can easily pull over 1,000 pounds. If they are not taught to walk calmly on a leash from puppyhood, they will be the one walking you. This isn't aggression, it's simply what they were bred to do: pull. You need to be a firm and confident leader to channel that power correctly. Malamutes are also known for their stubborn streak and high intelligence. They are pack-oriented and can be dominant with other dogs, especially of the same sex, if not properly socialized. They require an owner who understands pack dynamics and can establish themselves as the clear alpha. Their thick coats and love for the cold also mean they are not suited for hot climates. An inexperienced handler might struggle with their sheer physical power, their independent thinking, and their specific needs. They are affectionate and loyal giants with the right leader, but can be a formidable challenge for a novice. The Belgian Malinois is often mistaken for a smaller German Shepherd, but they are a distinct breed with an intensity that is all their own. I call this breed the super high-drive dog. Their energy and work ethic are off the charts. These are not dogs that can relax on the couch all day. They need a job, and it needs to be a demanding one. Whether it's advanced obedience protection sports or scent work, their minds and bodies must be engaged for hours every single day. Without this outlet, their drive can turn into severe anxiety, obsessive behaviors, and extreme destructiveness. This intensity makes them unsuitable for the average family home. They are sensitive dogs that form an incredibly strong bond with their handler, and they can become overprotective if not managed correctly. They require a handler who is not just experienced, but who lives an active lifestyle and is dedicated to advanced training as a hobby. A Malinois will push every boundary and test your leadership constantly. You must be calm, consistent, and 10 steps ahead of them at all times. For a person who doesn't understand this level of canine energy, bringing a Malinois into their life can be a recipe for disaster for both human and dog. The Doberman Pinscher is a picture of elegance, speed, and power. They were created to be personal protection dogs, and that instinct remains sharp today. They are incredibly intelligent and sensitive, forming a very close, almost telepathic bond with their owner. This sensitivity means they are very attuned to your energy. If you are nervous, anxious, or fearful, your Doberman will feel it and may react by becoming overly protective or skittish. They need a calm, stable, and confident leader to feel secure. They look to you to tell them everything is okay. Because of their guarding background, their alertness is always on. Early and thorough socialization is not optional. It is essential to teach them to be discerning and not reactive to every new person or situation. Their intelligence requires that training be engaging and consistent. They learn quickly, but they will also quickly learn how to exploit any inconsistencies in your rules. A firm, fair, and knowledgeable owner who provides plenty of exercise, mental stimulation, and clear leadership will have a devoted and trustworthy companion for life. However, in the wrong hands, their protective nature and sensitivity can become a serious liability. Finally, we have the Akita, a dignified and courageous breed from Japan. Akitas are large, powerful, and have a very strong-willed nature. They were originally bred for hunting large game like bears and for guarding royalty. This history tells you everything about their temperament. They are fiercely loyal and protective of their family, but can be very territorial and aloof with strangers. They are not a breed that will welcome everyone into your home with a wagging tail. Their instinct is to guard, and they take that job very seriously. You must be the one to manage all introductions. Akitas are also known for their dominance, especially towards other dogs of the same sex. They often do best as the only dog in the household. Their independent and stubborn nature means they are not for the first-time dog owner. They require a handler who is experienced with dominant breeds and who can earn the dog's respect through calm, consistent, and firm leadership, not through force. Training an Akita requires patience and an understanding that you are working with a thinking partner, not just an animal that follows commands. For a novice, their strong will and territorial instincts can be dangerous if not understood and properly managed from the very beginning. Choosing a dog is one of the most important decisions you can make. It's a commitment that lasts for the dog's entire life. As we've seen today, certain breeds come with a unique set of challenges that require a special kind of owner. Bringing one of these powerful dogs into your life without understanding their needs is not fair to them. So before you fall in love with a picture, I want you to always research the breed's history, energy level, and temperament. Be honest with yourself about the time, energy, and experience you can provide. Your calm, confident energy is the foundation for a healthy relationship. If you are drawn to one of these challenging breeds, I strongly encourage you to seek out professional training before you even bring the dog home. Find a trainer who understands pack leadership and balanced training methods. This isn't a sign of failure, it's a sign of a responsible and dedicated owner who wants to do what's best for their animal. Remember, there are no bad dogs, only unbalanced dogs, and that imbalance often starts with a human who was not prepared. Every dog deserves a leader who can fulfill its needs and provide a stable, loving home. Ultimately, responsible pet ownership is about creating balance and harmony. It's about respecting the animal for what it is and providing it with the exercise, discipline, and affection it needs, in that order. When we do this, we honor the incredible bond between humans and dogs, we prevent dogs from ending up in shelters, and we ensure that the animals in our care are happy, healthy, and fulfilled. Thank you for joining me today. Be a pack leader. Choose wisely, and you will be rewarded with a friendship unlike any other.